There's only 30 nations in NATO. Back then, we only had 28. We deployed it, though, on a system that had 128 nations, meaning our shared responsibility for the protection of the world is not arbitrary. It exists. Our warfighters actually understand that. We have to give them and the rest of the world the tools to be able to defend themselves. That's what this means. Ukraine is just a domino that actually opens the door for many other fights. If we shut that door now, my children and yours will not have to make that fight. As a parent, that's what we do. For me, it was to take on the fights that I will not leave for my children to fight. We have to do that. And now many of you in Congress don't have skin in that game at that depth. We talk about patriotism, but we don't send our children to defend it. And many of you haven't defended it yourselves. I don't want to call you out that way, because I know with most all of you, you went to Congress and the Senate to make a difference. We're not making that difference. You're not bringing us together. Your success appears to be that you keep us and tear us apart. It's time that we stop this. It's time that we actually find just one thing to come together on. I can tell you, Ukraine and continued support to Israel will actually do those at the same time. The border is an issue. It's been an issue for every president. Every president. We understand, all of us understand that any country that can't protect its border is not much of a country. But when we actually fight to your problem and my problem, even though we know every president has had the same problem, it is about time that we actually look at a solution. We should not be tying that to people who are living in fear and dying in very dire straits. If there's anything in our knowledge base or our humanity, we have to finish this problem. We have to get the crumb of the remnants of the Soviet Union out once and for all. We can do this with only treasure and not blood. If we don't do it now, we will have treasure and we will have blood, and it is very much anticipated to happen within the next 8 years. It's just that simple. I plead, look at yourself, take this off of the political table, come to some element of common ground, and let's finish the job for this poorly executed dictator's war that he grossly underestimated the resolve of the Ukrainian people. My name is Stanley Campbell. I'm running for the United States Senate from the great state of Florida, and I approve this message because in America, we can all win if we just stand together.
Paid for and approved by Stanley Campbell for United States Senate.